we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Washington Commanders. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Yeah! Here we go! Fighting! Here we go, going to 54, wide in. Here we go, 47. Here we go, going to 54, going to 54, wide in. Here we go, 46, 46. Here we go, kill. 26.
Looking to pass. First play is Prescott. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
We're going to 54, wide in. Yeah, here we go. Here we go, wide in.
They'll run. This is Jaden Blue. Gets past 1 man. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10.
Then we're going to 53. Go get him.
Prescott down. He's got this to Pickens. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles, knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy. But they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
47.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Yeah, here we go. Hey, kill. Go. Get out there. We're going to 54, wide in. Here we go, 47. Here we go, going to 54, Here we go, 46. Here we go, kill. Here we go, 47. 26.
Here's Prescott. Looking for Pickens. He's got him on the out route. And they'll get this down to the 10. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
Go to 54, go to 54. Wide in. Everybody. Wide in. Moving. 47.
Out of the gun, they run with blue. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now Dak, he wants to change the play.
Here we go, 46. 26.
They go again with blue. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Jaden Blue hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Aubrey good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Commanders nothing. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he returns this to the 22.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. First carry for Josh Jacobs. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. DeMarvion Overshown, the one to bring him down. You look at this Cowboy defense. They were quite formidable in the win over the Eagles a week ago.
This defense has a lot to be proud of coming off of the game they played last week. When you only give up 14 points in a game, not only do you give your team a chance to win, you fully expect to win because you figure your offense is going to score more than that.
2nd and 10. Now Daniels. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now 3rd down and 7.
19. Drop 60, drop 60.
To the air goes Daniels. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
And here's Daniel Whelan on now to punt. Kevontae Turpin deep for the Cowboys. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago, add in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Here we go, go to 54, go to 54, line 8. Here we go, 47. 26.
Now Prescott. Drops it to Blue, complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
They were going to 53. Line 8. 26.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They'll run up the middle here with Blue. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line.
48 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
47.
Prescott, he's going to change things up here.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6.
Yeah! There we go.
They'll try and run again with Blue. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jaden Blue with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year.
And the Cowboys are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it's now 14-0.
Commanders, nothing. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
18, street.
Second down, Jacobs once more.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
70 Timberwolves.
They'll fake the jet sweep there. Instead, hand to Jacobs up the middle.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Sam Williams bringing him down that time.
And 9 at the 35-yard line.
$14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
Okay, break. Tag. Mustang 19. Cup 19. Cup 19. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Go.
Throwing now is Daniels. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Under. Hey, all right, motion. Hey, kill. Here we go, 46.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Ferguson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Hey, 47. Going in. We're going to 54. Line in. Swerve to edge. Then we're going to 53. Here we go, 47. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Wide in.
Prescott from the gun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Yeah, here we go. Wide in.
They go with Blue between the tackles. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Here now a third down and 8.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's third down.
47. Go. Get out there. Hey, kill. 47. 26.
Prescott. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. George Pickens, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Commanders, nothing. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And the kick team down there quickly. They don't have to run as far as they used to. And they're able to stop him before he can even make it to the 15.
14-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Now 2nd and 9.
Ready. 70 Timberwolves.
Daniels looking to throw. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Bgmcleod. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Well, something feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
Here we go, 46.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Switch it, hey. Go. Gun.
On 1st down, it's Blue. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jaden Blue on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cowboys are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Aubrey good with a PAT. And a rout is on here in this first half. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Ready, go.
To throw is Daniels. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Go. 18 Cardinals. Cowboy 80. Ready.
Here's Daniels. Hard throw, incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a fourth down.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Fielded at about the 28. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6.
Yeah, here we go. It was 4-8. Hey, kill. 47. Here we go, 47. 26.
Now Prescott. Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Here we go. 4-8. Hey, 47. Chase. 26.
To throw is Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 4-8. Here we go, going to 54, 1-8. Gun. Get him, you got him.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Here we go, 47. Wide in. Here we go, 46, 46. Then we're going to 53. Here we go, 46. 26.
They'll throw again. Prescott eluding the pressure right. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard, but more importantly, it leads to 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. Little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels.
And for the 3rd time here this half, it's intercepted. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
At the 23-yard line.
Yeah! Here we go.
On the give, this is Blue. They'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
How about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Second down and 8.
Yeah, here we go. Hey, 47.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Now Dak, he's going to mix it up.
They hand it off. It's Blue. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
A loss of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the 12-yard line.
On the carry, this is Blue. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Here we go. Let's back in. Let's back in. Get wide. Here we go. 46. Here we go. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Wide in. Here we go. 46. 46.
Throwing. Prescott. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football. And he's going to be knocked out of bounds all the way down at the 40-yard line.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
Play action, now it's Daniels.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Let's go now. Motion.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to get this one out to his... And he lost the football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, You go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
There we go. Hey, kill! All right, hey. Hey, kill! What do you think?
Prescott to throw it. Got an open man, it's Pickens. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
For those backups on the sideline, they got to be eagerly anticipating the fourth quarter upcoming. Look at the size of the lead, how they're moving the football. This defense really struggling and giving up plays like we just saw.
Yeah, the Stars have certainly done all they've needed to in this one, haven't they? But my question is, will he be able to resist the urge to continue to run things up a bit and get his main guys a few bonus stats before he calls them off the field?
Here's Prescott. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Yeah, here we go. All right, hey. Here we go. Go to 54. All right, hey. What do you think?
Prescott now. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Yeah! All right, hey. Then we're going to 53.
On third down, they run with blue. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jaden Blue, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys continue to pour it on. They go up by 40 now.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
The kick is good.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Brandon Aubrey to kick on for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Back to throw. Daniels. Same target. It's Jacobs again. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run. A first down.
Washington, first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Come Come on. Set. 19, Tiger. 19, Tiger. 18, Rattler. 18, Rattler. Mustang, 19. 19, Lion.
Oh, shit.
Ready.
Working out of the gun, Daniels.
Past the 20. 10. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 39 yards there, a big one.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Bronco 80. Ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by DeMarvion Overshown. And the Cowboys are going to have the short field here as they take over right at the 50. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Here we go. 26.
They run with blue. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Arnold Bgmcleod gets there for the stop. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Then we're going to 53. Here we go, going to 54, going to 54, wide in. Here we go, 46. 26.
Prescott now from the 50.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Here we go, wide in. 47. Here we go, 46, 46.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And that will be incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Here's Brian Anger now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
2nd and 9.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Off the play fake, Daniels.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
So we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
9 yards on the play and a first down.
And the Washington first down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
To the air goes Daniels. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 25-yard line.
18, pioneer.
Now Daniels. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up.
60 by 6, 60 by Cup 19, Cup 19. Trap 60, trap 60.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Savon Revel. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick six is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here. And that one, it backfired in a big way.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise, they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook. The bottom line is, don't quit competing.
And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
It's a gain of 3.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And he'll take this into the end zone. And hold on here, we do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it, there's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Aubrey good with the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
There's nothing. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
23-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss. He'll get that complete to Vele. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down.
Get it!
Throwing now is Daniels. Open man right side is Sharp. A 5-yard pass on first down and another 5-yard connection there. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
He'll find Shaheed out to the right. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A very solid gain of 27.
That's good for a Washington.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
A give, it's Jacobs off the option. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Got it. Ready?
Hold the look, hold the look, hold.
Shot. Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Hut, hut.
And now a fumble. The ball's out.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the 4th quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable 4th quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. And they string that play out nicely. He stopped before he can turn upfield. No gain, second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
54, wide in. Here we go, go to 54, go to 54, wide in. Here we go, 46. 46.
Now Prescott. Dancing to his left. Oh, Prescott stripped. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, maybe it hasn't exactly been a Rembrandt, but they've been mistake-free to this point and finally cough it up. I don't think it's going to cost them the game. They should be fine. But, boy, they're going to hate that, going back and watching tape and being able to say we were that close to achieving our goal of 0 turnovers during the game.
A little blemish, but as you say, still come. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to have it here just past the 25. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, guys, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
Mustang 19. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Going for the deep ball. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Julian Blackman. And the Commanders are going to get it back here just past the 35.
A tone setter on defense. They pick off the first pass. I had to look down, but yeah, no interceptions last week, so they made up for lost time.
Boy, did they ever. And when you pick off the first pass of the game, you talk about a tone setter. Now your whole entire defense is thinking, okay, when do we get our next one? Can't wait to get back out on the field and get after him.
And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
Big yardage that time for Washington. 61 yards.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal.
Here we go, set. Panther 60, Panther 60.
You're not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Check, check, Panther.
Jacobs.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now.
Good work there, holding them out on first down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Ready? 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
It's mine. Roy.
Jacobs again. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
The Commanders will line up for the
Hawk
2-point
70,
conversion.
Hawk 70. Ready?
Now Daniel's going to give it up on the touch pass.
And he is not going to make it to the end zone. And that's pretty reflective of their game as a whole, as they'll remain down by a bundle. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And good work there in open space. He's got this all the way down now to the 32.
It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of.